I'm Diane Rose from Belmead, Texas, but originally from Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight I'm going to cook teriyaki chicken, rice-a-roni with vegetables, and peaches and cottage cheese. It's a low-fat meal. It's very good. It feeds 4 folks, and the ingredients are pretty low-fat too. So we hope that you enjoyed the cooking with Diane. Just wash their hands. And you always wash your hands because you never know what your hands have been into and what kind. People don't want things in their food that they don't need to be there. And of course, your next thing is to be sure that all your ingredients and your utensils are out, which they are here on the counter. The next thing, if you're going to bake something or cook or use your oven, you preheat your oven. And I'm going to turn this on 375, right about there. And we're going to put some light on the subject here so we can see what we're doing. Whoops. Okay. Now the teriyaki chicken, you marinate the chicken. Well, I marinated some the other night, so I'm going to drain this and put this in the oven and then marinate to show you how it's marinated. Drain it. Okay, now it's ready to bake. You drain nearly it all out. And this will bake, we'll let the oven warm up just a little. While the oven is preheating, we'll do the other chicken. I didn't think about that. We will take Mr. Pam. Grease your pan. Take a casserole dish and use Pam, or I have low fat. This is the low fat meal. And grease it up real good. We will take now this is boneless chicken breast. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. And I'm going to wash these up, drip dry them, toss them in the pan. And we're going to, instead of 4 in here, I'm going to put a little, probably 5 since they're they're a little smaller than expected. And you can put them as close as you want. That really doesn't matter. Oh, here we go. We got a big one. Whoops, slipping and sliding. Okay. That'll be good enough for now. I always go, a good cook is a messy cook. That's what I've always been told. And believe me, I do it well. Okay, teriyaki chicken. What we're going to do is do up the marinade for right now, refrigerate it. And the teriyaki chicken is 4 boneless and skinless chicken breasts, 1/4 cup of teriyaki sauce, and 1/4 cup of pineapple juice, 4 pineapple rings. Okay, our first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and open up my pineapple since I need it. And I will throw the lid away. Excuse me, cat. These are my children you'll be seen running around. 3 cats. They try to help. I promise you they do. Okay. Find the 1/4 cup, which we have. This is good teriyaki sauce. It's a low fat, and it's very good stuff. Can't give the brand name. I don't believe I'm allowed to. So we're going to measure. There you go, 1/4 cup. And I always turn around and I always put my lid back on it. And I sprinkle this over it. Do. Okay, let's take the pineapple. Now sometimes you can put a little bit more than 1/4 cup of pineapple in it. I sometimes do. It's thick juice. After I do this, I usually take the chicken, turn it over, just make sure it gets well done marinated. And I'll marinate this about, if I do it up, you can do it 6 hours or longer, no longer than 24 hours. And you cover it, as I shall. And then you refrigerate it. But for the moment, I'm going to put it aside. And we're going to go ahead and put the other chicken in the oven, and we bake it for 35 to 40 minutes until it's tender and done, fork tender. Okay? Now comes the easy part, the good part. This is going to be rice-a-roni and vegetables. Rice-a-roni. Directions say brown rice and 2 tablespoons of butter on medium heat. Stir constantly. Well, then I guess we're going to do that. 2 tablespoons of butter. Well, everything else there. Oh, my measuring spoons. Hey, the cup one to come along with it. Okay. Now what I did is I've taken a Dutch oven, my small Dutch oven, since I'm going to be adding vegetables and other things to this, and I've greased with Pam the Dutch oven just to keep it from sticking, because sometimes we're going to set the timer. Sorry, I always we set the timer for about 40 minutes. There we go. Okay. And we need 2 tablespoons, right? There's a 1. And we're going for 2. It's easier to do it with your finger like that, then you know that you got it all. And I will set this aside for the moment. And the rice-a-roni. And this is a very good healthy meal. We will do as directed on the rice-a-roni. I don't need the box anymore. I got the directions over there. And we're going to set this on about medium, something like that. And I'm going to take the little wooden spoon and make sure to get it all going here. And while that's trying to, butter's melting down, I will grab my mixed vegetables. Oops, hey. And, we won't need that right at the moment. Okay, I'm going to be needing 2 cups of hot water, 2 and 3, I believe it's, yeah. Okay, now after this browns, I will be putting 2 3/4 cups of hot water and the packet in with the rice. So what I'm going to do to make things a little bit easier, and is go ahead and put the hot water in this bowl, because it's just, to go from the sink to the thing, sometimes you spill water, and I'm not the best. So we will do that. Sometimes it takes a minute for the hot water. Come on, hot water. There we go. Okay, it's hot. I mean, this is boiling. It's nice and hot. 1, 2. Now I'm not going to get this one all the way full now. Oops, a little too much. Right about there. Yep. And I will put my measuring cup back with the others. And this. And the vegetables. You always bring all your ingredients to where you're working at, regardless where it's at. Okay, those are the things I will need. And this is a very, very good filling recipe. The rice-a-roni is very, very good. I love to cook. During the wintertime, I make homemade bread and I let it rise. I make cakes and cookies. Around Christmas time, I'm always baking, always doing all kinds of stuff. If there's someone to cook for, I can. I love it. I've decided to take the low-fat meal because it was fast, it was simple, and it's very good. And it does feed four. It feeds four folks, like it said. And this is almost ready. I test it with my fingers to make sure that it's getting there, and it is. And then I'm going to add the packet, the water, and then I add the vegetables. And I'm going to add turmeric and soy sauce. And the soy sauce and the turmeric causes it to be yellow rice. So those are my cats. They love to play. Okay, it's time to add the water. Okay, we added the water. We're going to add the packet. And after we get this together, we let it simmer for 15 minutes. And we throw that out. I need my 1 cup measuring cup. Here's my turmeric and my soy sauce. And I did something with my, okay. Well, oh, okay, there's my other measuring cup. Thought I lost the measuring cup. Okay. Okay, teriyaki, you don't need that. Soy sauce I need. Okay. I walked over without my measuring cup. Oh, that's what I went for. Whoops. Sometimes you can get clumsy when you cook. Okay. Now you can put a cup to a cup and a half of mixed vegetables. I use just frozen mixed vegetables. And I'm going to use, now sometimes I measure, sometimes I don't. So I'm just going to, I usually splash. Okay, that's enough. That probably is about a tablespoon of soy sauce and probably about a teaspoon of turmeric. Okay. Sometimes I don't even measure on my spices and stuff because I just do it so often. But right now we're going to stir this up real well, and we're going to put a lid on it, and then we're going to let it simmer after it boils here. It's not boiling yet, but as soon as it boils. Oh, in fact, I'm going to turn up the heat so it's on high until it boils. And then when it boils, I'll cover it, and we'll turn it down to simmer and simmer it for about 15 minutes. About 20 minutes I usually do it, about that. And it's going to turn out really good. And for dessert, I'm doing peaches and cottage cheese, which in a moment I will get that together. So this is something that I just enjoy doing. I always trying to find different people to cook for because I live by myself and I don't really get to cook for many people. So when I get an opportunity, I go for it. And I thought I'd just try this contest to see if, just for the challenge of it, just for something to do, something different. And to me, it's a challenge. And it's going to be interesting. My lid, it's starting to boil. Now, the way I can tell that it's boiling, I hear these little bubbles, and they're going, and it's just now starting to. So, and you bring it to almost a hard boil, not quite. it's almost ready. Okay, now I'm going to put the lid on it. It's boiling pretty good. Yep. Okay, lid goes on. And we're going to put it down to simmer. Just about simmer. Kind of low because my simmer on this stove. And I'm going to check the time to time it. 7:54 p.m. Okay, well then I'm going to say it's like, it's 7:54, almost 8. And I've got 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes is what I normally do it. Even though the directions does say 15, I sometimes give it a little bit longer because you got the vegetables and the other things inside it. Now I'll pull out the peaches. Yes, I do have all my cans all in order. So let me see if I can find my peaches. Blueberry pie filling, that ain't gonna work. That does not do well. Oh, the can decided. Oh, stay there. Strawberry pie filling, that ain't gonna do it. Okay, then these are my pie fillings. Okay, let's see, what's this? What is this? Sliced pears. Nope, that ain't gonna do it. Aha! Peaches! We got it. Done good. Okay. Everything is on in the oven on the stove, and you stir the rice maybe once or twice in the 15 minutes just to kind of check on it. And everything else is all ready and waiting and to go. Twice, it's been about 7 minutes, and it's looking good, looking yellow. The soy sauce and the turmeric stuff, which I can't say, I will promise you. I'm just a country cook, and I just throw stuff in it sometimes. It causes the rice to be yellow, and it's more healthy, and your rice is a lot more healthier than some of your starch things that you do eat. I can't tell you how much grams of fat, but I can tell you that this is good, and that it is low fat, and in fact, the teriyaki sauce is no fat, soy sauce is no fat, and the butter was low fat. So we got all kinds of low fat stuff, and I know I really look like I need to be on low fat, but that's okay. It's healthy. That's what's important. Okay, now that I've stirred that up a little, I'm going to put my lid back on, and I'm going to bake it a little bit longer, and about the time that that's done, the chicken will be done, and then we'll sit down and eat. And I basically learned how to cook basically on my own, found recipes, figured them out, and went from there. And I love to cook. That's just one of my pastimes. I would love to have a job being a cook for somebody. That would just be awesome. But at the moment, I'll just cook for those who wants it. And oh, it's starting to look good. It's getting thicker. It's not watery. It's gonna get a little bit more. You want the moisture to still be in it, but you want it to be a little bit drier, not watery at all. And another few minutes it'll be done. I'll test it here. Yep, it's almost there, not quite. So we're going to let it simmer a little bit longer and put the lid on and go from there. So let me also find me a fork and check the chicken, see how good he's coming along. Oh, you smell good, chicken. How do you look? Oh, you look good. Well, let me trade. I'm right-handed. Okay, let's do chicken. Now, you can turn these, but you don't have to. Nah, a little bit longer. Yeah. I know, frack, let's see. Yeah, we need a little bit longer. Now, smells good. They'll be done in just a little bit when the old timer goes off, and we'll have it together. So we sit and we wait till the timer goes off and the rice is nearly done.
All right.
Okay, chicken ready to check. Time is almost up, about 1 minute, and it's going to ding. So I'm going to go ahead and check it. So I'm going to pull it out and set it up here. And I got a fork over here. And I'm going to pull off my mitt so I can check it. Now, the way I can tell that it's done is it's drier, it's got a texture to it, it's not soft and gushy, it's kind of dry. And I always test my meat very well. By Jingy, it's done. So the rice is about done too. And I'm going to shut the oven off. And check this rice. Oh, hi rice, you look done. We're gonna shut you off. Oh yes, you're done. Oh yes. Looks good, smells good, and I bet you it tastes good. So, I'm just doing one good stir here. These handles don't hurt. They don't get hot, too hot. Somebody would say, don't you afraid you're going to burn yourself? No. I mean, every cook burns themselves. But. Okay, folks, we're about ready to eat. Very good. That's all.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can put your pineapple on the chicken about 2 or 3 minutes before you totally bring it out of the oven, or you can wait until you bring it out of the oven. It's up to the individual of which way you do it. Now, I prefer either way. Other people like their pineapple on the chicken warmed, and other people don't. So it is up to you, to whatever you want to do. And for this time, I'm just going to leave the pineapple on the side and go from there. We're going to do dessert, peaches and cottage cheese. Of course, I'm going to open up the can of peaches. Need a fork for the peaches. Forgot to get it on the fork. This is what I mean. You always get out your things that you need before you cook, because most of the time folks get started in a recipe and do not have all their ingredients or all their utensils together. And we put the peaches on the top. We'll put another one there on the other side. Come on, peaches. Thank you. Oops. Looks pretty. If it gets in the middle, there we go. Looks nice.